Hey everybody, John Duncan. We're going to talk about something fun today on a rainy day here in Southern California. We're going to talk about 10 things you didn't know you could do with a private foundation. A private foundation used to be reserved for, billionaire level families. Now there are a lot of ways to construct private foundations for families that are not at $1 billion. They're not on the Forbes list yet. So today I just wanted to talk about the 10 things that you didn't know you could do with a private foundation. And the first thing is a private foundation. If you have a private foundation for your business or for your family, you can make a grant directly to individuals. Sending checks to a nonprofit, it's rewarding, but with a foundation, you can actually help an actual one-on-one person. So that's kind of interesting. Number two, you can actually, in a private foundation, you can give to nonprofits, but number two, you can actually direct a charitable activity right from your own foundation. So a family foundation can conduct its own charitable programs instead of going through a public charity without setting up a separate nonprofit. That's kind of interesting. And I'm getting this, by the way, the 10 things out of a great brochure from a group that we work some with that has got a really interesting private foundation turnkey program. And their name is, the name of the company is Foundation Source. So I'm using their brochure here to talk about the 10 things that you didn't know you could do with a private foundation. Number three, you can actually provide program-related investment loans. And so what is this? This just means instead of making grants, you can actually make loans to charitable organizations and use the proceeds of the repayment to make other programmatic investments. So number three is you can provide loans. Number four, going along with number three, is you can actually give program-related loan guarantees. So instead of actually loaning it, the foundation can guarantee a loan for it's just another way to provide support, if you will. Number five, it can make program-related equity investments. So you can actually, says here, few donors realize that they can make equity investments in for-profit commercial ventures for charitable purposes out of the foundation. And it does count towards the 5% that you have to distribute each year. That's the requirement. 5%. Now, 5% also includes or can include the expenses of the foundation. Number six, you can donate internationally. Number seven, you can give awards and prizes to spur progress right from your foundation. Number eight, you can pay programmatic expenses. So basically, you can get as much money as you want going to causes that are important to you. And number nine, you can undertake impact investments. There used to be a firewall between foundation investments and its grant making, but a relatively new idea, which is called impact investing, aligns a foundation's financial investments to its mission while maintaining financial returns. So pretty interesting that you can actually even align your foundation investments with the charitable goals as well. Number 10, you can also make set-asides. As long as they meet certain requirements and obtain advance approval, IRS allows private foundation to set up funds in order to build up the reserves required for ambitious future projects. For example, if a foundation wants to undertake a large initiative, like the construction of a building, the foundation could apply to the IRS for permission to set aside funds every year over 5 years that may be counted towards satisfying its minimum distribution requirement. So maybe you want to build a building, but it's going to take several years of setting aside to get to the number. You can actually do that in a foundation, and it'll still count towards the 5% distribution rule. So that is, again, from Foundation Source, who provides a turnkey program to set up and run a private foundation, so it doesn't become like a full-time job. The 10 things you didn't know you could do with a foundation. So if you like this, it's great. If you want content like this, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions on foundations or anything that we talk about on this channel, in the description, you'll find a way to contact and get more information. So with that, John Duncan, this is Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you.